thought we were the sound couple, not the light couple.
Well, in today's video, we are going to be the light couple because we're going to be talking about some lights.
Oh, so that's why sitting in front of us, we have some new wireless battery uplights from SHEHDS.
Yes, we do. And part of the reason is my fault because I'm always evaluating, seeing what we as pro audio people are doing, what the DJs are doing, what our clients are asking for. And what we've noticed is that there's a shift to integrate more elegance of lighting into the stage and into the room. And what better way to do it than with some uplights?
The sound couple would like to thank SHEHDS for giving us the chance to check these out. And Bart, why did we decide to go with them?
Well, the answer is simple, Stace. It is value and features. And I'm talking pro features. I looked at a few different offerings out there, and hands down, these offer the most value for the money. Things that we as pro sound engineers are looking for in our lighting solutions, like DMX, wireless DMX, PowerCon, in and out. We're going to show you that all here shortly. But it is amazing everything that these pack into them. We are really excited to show you some demos and other things that these lights can do.
In this video, we're going to cover the specs, the physical characteristics, and also demonstrate all the ways that you can control these. And there's a lot.
There is, and so stick around, everybody. This is going to be fun.
Bart, turn the light on already.
Oh, Stacy, you know me better than that by now. I can't turn the light on. I need to talk just a little bit more. I want to show everybody a few more things about the fixture. First of all, the 6x18 LED, which will turn on eventually, I promise. This is made out of cast aluminum. It has this nice carrying handle, so once you get it to the gig, you can walk around and carry it in a way that you're not going to end up dropping it, because Stacy is really good at dropping things sometimes. Anyway, 6x18 carrying handle. Now, this thing has the best LCD light I've seen on any light fixture. It is easy to read, it is easy to navigate, it has the buttons right here that are clearly labeled. You can just get through the menus without much of an issue at all. But more than that, it has some really nice indicator lights on it. It shows you the wireless strength and it shows you the battery level as well, so you can see at a glance exactly where you're at with that. However, we talked about pro features, and even though you can operate this on battery, which is likely probably most of the time, it has PowerCon in and out. So you can operate this light while it's plugged in too, and it'll charge while in operation. Also, the DMX in and out. So if you want a wired connection instead, you have that option. So all kinds, you can run this thing wired, you can run it wireless, you can run it powered, you can run it on battery. I mean, that is pretty amazing. Now, when you set it up, you might be going, well, wonder if I want to tilt it a little bit. They got that covered too. They have this little kickstand here, and you can just push that and release it, and it locks in. And it has a fair amount, look at that. It goes from there all the way back up. So if you just want it to go straight up, you can do that. If you want to tilt it a little bit, you can do that as well. A couple other little things on here. Besides the LCD, you have the wireless DMX indicator, which we'll show you that here in a little bit, and then the IRC remote. So let's move it on, Stace. I know you want to see these turned on. Let's turn them on. Let's show them how they can operate these fixtures in each of the modes. Options. We love options, don't we? Well, the sound couple does, and we're going to go through each one of them when it comes to how can you control these lights. The first option you can do is just go right to the LCD panel and control them from there. The next option you have is the IRC remote. You have the application that you can download and install on a phone and control it from there. And then finally, Luminaire, which is a DMX controller. So any DMX controller would work with this, and we'll show you this as well. But before we get into all of this, you may notice one light is on, one light is off. Well, we want both of them to be working at the same time, right? The way we accomplish that is through the wireless sync between the two. To enable that, we go into the menu here, we go down, we select the 2.4 gigahertz wireless, press enter. We're going to turn it on, press enter. The light will begin to flash. Once it starts blinking green, the two fixtures are synced, and now any changes we make will happen on both fixtures. All right, as promised, let's go into the LCD screen. There's different modes here. There's a show mode, there's a sound mode, and the color mode. We'll start off by taking a look at the color mode, and to navigate is just up, down, you can toggle through. We'll go into color, press enter. There's a custom color and a static color. The custom color just displays all the colors available on the fixture, and you can increase and decrease and set those as desired. We're not going to do that, otherwise we're going to be here all night. We'll go down into the static colors. These are a little bit more of a preset, and notice both of them are changing once I start toggling through these. So you have that as another option as well. Going back up here, there's also the sound mode. Press enter there. There's all different kinds of, well, there's 4. But you select one, press enter. The microphone is right there. And you can have your sound mode, go back to the menu, and then there's the show mode. We'll get into there. Press enter. There are, oh, it looks like 5 different, or 4 total. You can select the auto color, and then once you have one of the modes selected, you can press enter. That takes you to the speed, and then I believe, yeah, up is down and down is up. So you'll have to get used to that, but as you select those, you can speed up or slow down those as well. All right, so that's everything that you have available on board to run these lights, totally usable. That is a choice you have. Next, we're going to show you the IRC remote. Remember, these are connected via wireless. You only need to turn on the IR remote on one device, and once you have control of the one device with this, all the remaining lights will sync automatically. In order to use the IR remote, you need to turn on the infrared, which is under the set menu. Press enter. Again, how easy is this to navigate? Very intuitive. Select infrared. Turn it on. Now this remote will operate this fixture. This guy here is connected via wireless, so you don't have to worry about this one at all. Let's check it out. I'm on red. Let's try a green. Green. White. This is your typical remote. It works. These you want to be line of sight, but with the wireless connectivity here, it takes a lot of the frustration away that you may see with operating an IR remote. Make sure you have one of them in sight and you should be fine. Now notice the beep. I like the fact with the IR remote that it does give you that beep. That provides confirmation that the fixture responded to your command. The IR remote, just another option you have to control the SHEHDS uplights. Well, next we're going to move on to our third way of controlling these fixtures. In our case, that will be with Luminaire. And we're going to do it via wireless DMX. Now, those of you that are familiar with our Donners, these work on the same principle. They have like 6 or 7 different frequencies they can work on for their Wi-Fi control. You can set that by pressing the button here. We'll just toggle through them and hopefully get back to the one we want. But same thing as these, you just match the color and that way you'll know you're synced. I believe we're just on the default, which is red. Once it starts blinking green, now you know that it's synced with our wireless transmitter at our soundboard. Now this one over here, this guy is out of sync. He's blinking red. He doesn't know what to do. So if we just go under our DMX, press enter, it's thinking about it. Now they're synced up again. We set up some scenes in Luminaire. These fixtures can operate in 2 DMX mode, the 6-channel mode and the 10-channel mode. We've set it up in 10-channel, and Stacy will show you a little bit how she can now control the uplights with Luminaire.
It's nice to know the program that you're working with and to be able to integrate it into the rest of our show. Here's what we have set up so far. We got our white, half white, red, blue, yellow, all of the colors that we want. And then also we did some of the built-in effects that like the slow fade. The fades are really nice on these. I can see us using the fades a lot more with with the Uplight piece. And, you know, if you want to get fun, you got our good old strobe.
Okay, enough of that. And finally, we're on our last way to control the SHEHDS Uplight fixture, and that is through the app called LED Lamp. Let me save you a little bit of time because this wasn't in the manual and it wasn't really clear to me what this app was, where to get it, all that kind of stuff. However, it is on the product page. I just didn't see it there. I didn't look. I thought it would be in the manual. There are two things you need to know in order to control the fixture with the app. First of all, if you go down to the help, press enter, and go down, hey, look at that. There's a QR code. You scan your phone on that, that'll take you right to the application download. Once it's installed, there are several fixtures to choose from. I wasn't sure which one to pick. Well, it's under Stage, and it's called LED Light. Now, I was thinking at first, I was going, are we going to use this application? And after I played around with it a little bit, I'm impressed with the built-in scenes and everything that are in there. I think we're going to end up using this more than I originally thought. So let's show you what you need to do to get this up and running. First of all, again, our lights are synced. Each fixture has a wireless beacon that you can enable, an SSID. You only need one fixture with that enabled. Where you do that is go into Menu, and then this is considered one of the shows. We're going to select Show, go down to Enter, and the last show mode here is Wi-Fi mode. Press Enter to select that. And now it's displaying the Wi-Fi beacon, the SSID. It's called LED 963. Next, we're going to connect our iPad and show you what you can do from the app. Okay, we got our iPad up and running here. We got the Wi-Fi mode is LED 963. We're going to select that. That's going to connect without any password. And then once you get into the app, after you've connected to the light once successfully, it'll show up every time you launch it. We'll select our LED light, successful connection. You have different menus across the top. It takes you first into the color, and you can just select the colors. You can add them additional colors if you want. There's a mode, and there's different selections there that you can go through. They just call them whatever these mean, the tricolor gradient, 7-color jump, 7-color gradient. I thought these were really neat actually, and some of the things that if we were to go this route, we wouldn't have to worry about programming in Luminaire or finding them on the LCD screen. So I was really pleasantly surprised how well this works, and I think this might be the mode we're going to default to at least first, either that or Luminaire. And then there's custom with different patterns in there as well. Stacy's favorite, flashing. You can adjust the brightness from here. You can adjust the speed on some of these. So very intuitive, really nothing too major to report here. It's just the fact that it kind of works. Now I think this is made to work with various lights. I did find there are a few functions in here that don't work with this fixture, but once you kind of see what those are, it's no problem navigating the rest of the things that do work. All right, let's give you some final thoughts here in just a minute. There you have it, everybody. The sound couple taking it.
The light couple.
Or the light couple taking our 5-pound edition to the next level. What I mean is that we're always evaluating our markets. We're always kind of looking where we need to be moving. And with these new uplights from SHEHDS, we are looking at ways for production companies to make sure that they're fulfilling their needs. And Stacy, you had a couple ideas or a couple things that kind of drove us in this evaluation of should we go with some uplights for our solutions, lighting solutions.
I can totally see us using them on small stages or places where we don't have a lot of space, and just being used as backlighting if we don't have room for our standard lights.
And we've done some shows where they have like screens or projectors in the background, and to add our traditional kind of backlighting just doesn't really fit in as well, and it kind of looks a little bit out of place. Our plans are to get more of these. Right now we have 2. We'll see how much this family of uplights grow. But at 7 hours of runtime approximately on these, they'll be easy for Stacy to set up. And I think we're going to be using these a lot for sure. And I think this video was hopefully helpful to you all to see the value that these lights can bring. And we're going to get them out to some gigs real soon. So on behalf of the sound couple, Stace, or the light couple.
Thanks for watching, and let us know what you think and if you've had experience with them.
All right, everybody, we'll see you at the next gig.